Hey, hey, happy 4th of July. I'm not the most patriotic person in the world, so red, white, blue. Anyway, man, I've been wanting to do this video for a while now, and I promise you, I do not remember a single lyric to this song. Quan introduced me to this album. I was already familiar with Slaughterhouse, even though I don't know all of Slaughterhouse's work. I know that they broke up, things couldn't get right. I don't know what happened with that, but Joell Ortiz is one of the original members of Slaughterhouse. And when this album called Monday came out, Quan told me about a song on here called Anxiety. I've known Quan since 1999, and throughout those years, he did have to make himself familiar with my social anxiety disorder. You can't be around me and not notice it. I've had social anxiety disorder since I was 11 years old, and I can pretty much pinpoint the day and the event that started it. And I was like, wow, that was a weird feeling. But when I stop this video, throughout the reaction, if he says something that might touch on some feelings I've had, I might touch on that, but I don't remember a single word to the song. If this guy, before I pulled this up today, if he was to walk past me, I wouldn't even know who he is just by looking at him. I don't know much of his work, but I know he is thunder on the mic. And I'm going to go ahead and revisit this song and make myself familiar with it, because I've only listened to it one time. And this came out like 3 years ago, so it had to have been 3 years. So, yeah, I've had a very long relationship with anxiety. And so this is going to be special for me. And hopefully I can mention something that might help some of you along the way if you suffer from anxiety. It is a form of depression. It took me a long time to figure out where the depression kicks in, but I'm going to touch on that as well. But anyway, let's go ahead and get this started. Joell Ortiz, Anxiety.
Okay, oh no, first I can't catch a breath. Feeling moisture as I begin to sweat. I start feeling dizzy like my balance left. And now my heart's beating like it's out my chest. It's happening again, it's happening again. But you can't tell nobody, they gon' think you crazy. It's happening again, it's happening again. Just let it pass, boy, you be good. Waking up's a struggle, I used to wanna hustle. I used to want the whole world to know that I existed. Now I cuddle in the bed with myself, hoping the phone don't ring, hoping the text don't come through or email don't bling. I feel funny, shouldn't I be happy? I get money. Instead I put on all new clothes and feel crummy. But I'm showing up for work like I'm A-OK. Anxiety, who, me? No way, Jose. I hide behind a smile while my mind is running wild. Nervous for no reason, heart beating like a mile a minute. Where's the nearest bathroom? I'm in it. Splash some water on my face, wipe it dry, let's get it. That's my life in a nutshell. Feel like I'm going nuts, well, let's keep it on the low. Can't let them know that you ain't upscale. I shouldn't even carry real ID. Forgot what it feels like to really feel like me. Okay, oh no, first I can't catch a breath. Feeling moisture as I begin to sweat. I start feeling dizzy like my...
I can relate to that verse 100%. I don't know if anxiety has a wide spectrum, say like, just by comparison, autism has a wide spectrum. That sounds like social anxiety disorder. And I can tell you where the depression kicks in. When you're having a panic attack, you're not depressed. But when you're leading up, like say if you know you have a presentation to give, you know that that's 3 days away. You have social anxiety disorder. The depression is in those 3 days leading up to it. You don't want to go through it. You hope something happens that cancels that moment. And in the most extreme cases, you'll feel like you'd rather be dead than have to get up in front of people and speak. This hits so close to home with me. I have social anxiety disorder. I've tried the medications, and I'm going to go ahead and let this play. And I guess it's going to be 2 or 3 verse song. I'm going to talk about the medications, maybe not specifically name them, but you have to try to find a way to climb out of the hole, and it is hard. I've wanted to do this for about 3 weeks now, and it's been a rough lead up. I mean, I bear all. You know, it's time to talk about this, really.
Left, and now my heart's beating like it's out my chest. It's happening again, it's happening again. But you can't tell nobody, they gon' think you crazy. It's happening again, it's happening again. Just let it pass, boy, you be good, baby. Sometimes I hear a song and wanna cry. It brings me to before I was this guy and puts water in my eyes. I keep my faith strong. If there's a Lord up in the sky, I pray that I feel happy one more time before I die. I get glimpses, then it's gone in an instant. Joy's in front of me and then it's off in the distance. No one in my phone book I could call for assistance, cause they won't understand what I be going through. What is this? Why won't it go away? Never thought I would know a day that the ship captain started acting like a stowaway. I'm thinking about a meeting tomorrow with sweaty palms now. Like if I catch a panic attack, how can I calm down? Nervous that I might feel nervous. What a vicious cycle. I see myself fading away without the vitiligo. I hit the gym and try to get off some steam, but I get anxiety just trying to pick a machine. Some pictures make me smile cause my figure was lean, and then the very next thought is I can't get in them jeans. Wish that I could go to sleep, wake up and life is sweet, but truth is I fight this beast in the middle of dreams. Okay, oh no, first I can't catch a breath. Feeling moisture as I begin to sweat. I start.
You know what's amazing to me is that for this to be the hardest video I've ever had to do, it's also the easiest video I've ever had to do because I know about this stuff. And the other side of the depression is after the panic attack. You've been through it and you are just so beat up because you had to go through it. That one doesn't hit me as hard as it does to when I'm leading up to the event. I was married, and I had to actually make like 3 trips to a therapist because I didn't know how I was going to stand up there at the altar. I don't like attention. And the bad thing about that is deep down inside, I feel like I have something to offer, but I don't want attention. That's why Facebook is like one of the best things to ever happen to me, because I can say something and run away. When I have the energy to come back and read the comments, I'll read them. It's a weird feeling. I mean, social media has given me an attitude to express myself. And, you know, going forward, I will have to bear all. I mean, a therapist that I was seeing once told me everybody could use a little therapy. So remember that. I hope there's a third verse. I don't think it will be. It's like a minute and a half left. I want to talk about the medicines, but I also want to go ahead and get through this video. So let's go ahead and finish this off.
Dizzy like my balance left, and now my heart's beating like it's out my chest. It's happening again, it's happening again. But you can't tell nobody, they gon' think you crazy. It's happening again, it's happening again. Just let it pass, boy, you be good, baby.
And so I guess there will not be a third verse. I checked on Spotify, the song's only 3 minutes and 30 seconds long. So, and I've scrolled through this video that I have up, and I know that the end is just a whole bunch of ads and stuff. But, the medicines. First of all, if you think you have some type of mental health disorder, if you're aware of it and you're able to seek help, go ahead and do that. Like I said, I've had anxiety since I was 11 years old. I'm 48 now. And when I was in my late 30s, maybe mid to late 30s, I tried some medications. And for selfish reasons, I stopped taking the medications. I was doing pretty good, but I guess about 3 months into it, I just woke up one day and said, man, I haven't been getting busy and I don't want to get busy. That stuff really does happen. So be mindful of that. But I guess if you're trying to quell your anxiety and go through some type of spiritual cleansing, it might be, the medicines might be good for you. I don't know. But my resolve to that was I just rather sweat. I'd rather just have the anxiety, That was for some selfish reasons. I'm much older now, and I'm like, well, what if I could just take this stuff for like a year, get better and maybe wean myself off of it later, but I don't know how it works. And you don't want to take that type of chance with mental health medications. So I just stopped taking them. So I'm 48 now, and everything that I went through, I got through. So that's encouraging. And I just have to take small victories along the way. If I'm able to stand up and speak in front of people and say I don't start sweating and don't start feeling, those funny feelings, I walk away with a small victory. And I just try to keep building those along the way. And I figure one day I won't be nervous in front of people. Who knows? But I just want to touch on a few things while doing this review, because I knew from like way back when I heard it that some things did resonate with me. But of course, 3 years later, I just couldn't put my finger on it. But I'd like to thank you for watching. I've just hit 300 subs. Yes. And we're going to keep building. Thank you for watching. Please hit the like and subscribe. And I'm out of here, man.